emails. Remember? And I was mentioning when we first started tonight, Hillary Clinton deleted 30,000 emails. Not 30 emails, but 30,000 emails. Oh, the emails that were for about weddings, and the cake and stuff like that. You don't want to read. And her yoga. I don't think Hillary Clinton's ever done yoga in her life. She don't even look like it. But she said that's all the emails were. They never went after her for deleting evidence. Nothing. She's still walking around. Free jailbird, 100%. Now we have Joe Biden, but Joe Biden has 82,000 emails. 82,000 emails that the archives have been holding on to. But there's a catch. There's a catch to why Congress in the House hasn't been able to see these 30,000 emails. I'm talking about these 82,000 emails. And you're correct. It's 33,000 emails with Hillary Clinton. It still supersedes. Joe Biden still supersedes that. Watch this.
Let's pivot now and talk a little bit about the Biden family and the investigations. A new filing you're looking at right here in an Atlanta federal court. What is it about? Well, now the National Archives says it has located 82,000 pages of emails that then Vice President Joe Biden sent or received with pseudonyms. They missed a deadline to turn over requested documents, so a FOIA request was submitted for the remaining pages, and here you see this filing just yesterday. So the filing says it confirms Biden did use 3 private pseudonym accounts. The use of private emails, of course, for official business by any government official. Now it's discouraged to be used under the law. The National Archives says it's now processing the documents for the purpose of distributing the portions. Conservative groups, as you can imagine, pointing out the stunning size of Biden's pseudonym emails compared to the private email scandal involving Hillary Clinton. It dwarfs them. And joining us now to discuss the latest in this investigation, Chairman of the House Oversight Committee, Kentucky Congressman James Comer. Congressman Comer, welcome to Newsline today. It's good to see you, sir.
Good to see you, Bianca.
Wow, 82,000 emails. I have a letter that you sent back in August right here to NARA saying we want to see these emails, but I'm not sure you were prepared for how big this number would be. NARA decided not to go and pass your deadline here. So my question to you, sir, is are you confident that you'll be able to get these now with this FOIA request and this legal filing, or will they try to continue to stonewall and block you?
Now, we're going to end up getting them. They blocked us, stonewalled us on everything, but we always get what we subpoenaed. And with the 82,000 emails, they've turned over 14. They turned over 14, so they have 81,986 more emails to go. Just like everything with the bank records, there are many more accounts, many more shell companies, many more Bidens involved. Whenever you start digging into the Bidens, you get a whole lot more than what you expect. So I'm sure National Archives had no idea there were that many, but the fact that they have produced 14.
Let me stop it right there, because he's just said that the National Archives had no idea. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. I believe that the National Archives, they are just as corrupt as the FBI, the DOJ, Homeland Security, the IRS, every other 3 acronym government organization. All of them are corrupt. Is there any government organization that's not corrupt? I don't believe the National Archives. I really don't. How they knew that they had these emails and they released 14, but they didn't see all the other thousands upon thousands, 81,000 plus emails, but they saw 14. I'm not buying it. I don't think, he's being nice. I guess he's being nice because he wants them to release them. I think he's being nice, but I'm pretty sure I would not put it past him that they're corrupt.
But then stopped after that is unacceptable. So National Archives is under our radar now. They're involved in the mishandling of classified documents by both Joe Biden as well as Donald Trump. It seems like they're front and center and always available to dish on Donald Trump, but they can't tell us anything about Joe Biden's mishandling classified documents. Now we find out they have 82,000 emails that they're using pseudonyms. What were the Bidens trying to hide? I think we know the answer to that, but that's a question the National Archives should be asking themselves.
Well, one of them you've already revealed through your investigative work, that Hunter Biden is the only one copied on this. And then later there's a call, Vice President, to talk to Petro Poroshenko of Ukraine. So there you go. So you've revealed some things. Obviously, you want to get to more of that. Also, Congressman, we know that Hunter Biden could be subpoenaed, the new Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson. But also, what about James Biden? There's this check now that you've discovered revealing James Biden right here, black and white. If, Democrats want to say there's no smoking gun, there's a direct payment to Joseph Biden for $200,000 there.
Yeah. $200,000. And then there was another one that just came out recently where there's $40,000. A $40,000 check being paid directly to Joe Biden. And all the Democrats kept saying, well, there's no smoking gun here because there's no direct involvement of Joe Biden. Joe Biden never directly received any money. There's nothing there, nothing to see here, nothing to see there. And sure enough, they found that they have this check, $200,000, and all the Democrats are going, well, that was just a loan that he was paying back. It was just a loan. It's just a loan. Then now the other 40,000 show up. Oh, that's just another loan. Really? It's just another loan.
What you have to understand, and we're going to try to explain this more in detail in the coming days, is the Bidens have been laundering money. We've talked about Hunter Biden laundering money, but now that I've subpoenaed and have obtained Jim Biden's bank records, both his business and his personal bank records, I can say without hesitation, he was involved in money laundering too. And the way you launder money, one way is to say it's in the form of a loan or a loan repayment, because you don't have to show those loans on your taxes. So Joe Biden received $200,000 of money that was laundered through an influence peddling scheme that his brother had with a healthcare company in Florida. That $200,000 that Joe Biden received, whether it was a loan or not, really doesn't matter. At the end of the day, the only way Jim Biden could have paid that $200,000 to Joe was through an influence peddling scheme. So what that check proves is that Joe Biden did benefit from his family's influence peddling scheme. That was the purpose of the investigation all along. But what we're finding is there are more instances where Joe was involved. We've gotten a whole trailer load of documents in over the weekend. I mean, you can't imagine how many different bank accounts this family had and how many different business names those bank accounts were under. We're finally now able to put all the pieces together for their money laundering scheme. And I can say, Joe Biden, not only was he front and center, not only did Joe Biden know what his family was doing, but he benefited financially as well.
The forensic accounting, obviously, you'll be able to sort of trace it, albeit.
Let me stop it there real quick, because I want to go to this next one, this next clip here, which actually talking about the 82,000 emails. I know that got off into the weeds about the $200,000 check. And again, there's a $40,000 check now. But to go back to the emails, Joe Biden used these pseudonyms to make these deals. He was making money. The brand was Biden. Whatever we can give you, whatever deal we can make, as long as you're paying me, we'll get these incentives, we'll make this happen, we'll make that happen. Listen to what Brian Donald says, and I called it. How many times have y'all heard me say that there's no way that Obama did not know? He had to have known. And I'm willing to bet, I'm just not a betting man though, but I'm just saying I'm willing to bet that Obama probably got some kickbacks as well. There's probably a check somewhere going to Obama at some point. Look, we can make money off of this. We got to retire, right? We can have this extra money to do what XYZ. Listen to this.
No, we don't have access yet, but we're trying to get this access. One of the roadblocks is that President Obama actually has to agree to allow access to these emails because he was the president of the United States at the time. President Obama should allow those emails, access to those emails, because the American people actually deserve to see what Robert L. Peters was actually doing in his spare time.
So how is it that Obama can prevent the National Archives from releasing these emails? Right? How is that even possible? Because when it comes to President Trump should be able to say, look, I was a president during this time. All of these documents, no one should be able to see them. That's what Obama's doing. And see, the only reason why I think they're giving Obama this power, this authority, because he was president during that time, is because he's involved. Obama, he knew about Joe. 82,000 emails. Obama is probably in those emails. And there's a reason why they only released 14. Like, oh, we can't release the rest of these because Obama is all involved. This corruption is so bad. It is so bad. You can't tell me that Obama didn't know. Obama is corrupt. And I'll never forget, when Obama left the White House, they kept saying that Obama's administration was the one administration that had the least scandals. They said it was scandal-free. Did y'all ever hear that? They said Obama's administration, the entire 8 years that he was there, was 100% scandal-free. Obama's administration is the biggest scandal in American history. Do we even need to talk about the birth certificate? The biggest scandal ever was the Obama administration. And his administration was the mechanism that caused this country to start going downhill.
Because Robert L. Peters was not being vice president of the United States. He was being the president of Biden Inc., which was a shakedown operation that was going across the globe. So I think it's in the interest of the American people to see what Robert L. Peters was emailing back and forth with Jim Biden and Hunter Biden.
100%. And my producer, she just made a really good point. Wasn't the whole fake dossier, Hillary Clinton, all of that was under Obama's nose? Because they had to go to him. They had to. They said, look, Mr. President, we have suspicious stuff that we need to look into that's pertaining to a candidate that's probably going to end up being president or running for president. Who is it? It's President, is Donald Trump, sir.
And didn't he
Donald Trump.
Didn't he allow them to spy on Trump too?
Well, I'm playing a role here. I'm playing a role. Yes, okay, it's Donald Trump. What do you need to do? Well, we need to spy on him. We need to see if we can catch him talking to the Russians. It has to be something that we can do. We need to find out what we can figure out what he was saying about this and that. We need to tie him into some kind of way to make him look bad. And Obama's probably like, okay, just leave my name out of it. Just leave me out of it, but go do what you got to do. Who's connected to it right now? Hillary Clinton. Okay, we'll just ride with that one. We'll ride with that one. It's disgusting. Obama's administration is the biggest scandal in American history.
You like the content Will Johnson is producing? To stay informed and up to date with the current events, go ahead and hit the thumbs up and subscribe to see more videos like this one. Also, to find Will Johnson, visit www.uaf.media.